import games. Well, at least that's what I am assuming is in the latest box from Video Games Monthly, because they pretty much never send me anything that isn't an import at this time. So, we're going to dive in and find out exactly what is in this box and if it's filled with imports. So, for those of you that don't know, Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription for video games. You can either get a 3-up, a 4-up, a 5-up, or a power pack. And the power pack is 10 games, where the other ones come with the corresponding number of games, either 3, 4, or 5. And then occasionally, you can get what's called a 1-up, and it means that based on whatever package you're a part of, they probably threw in another game there. Now, what's really great about VGM is you can go in and customize what types of games you are going to get, and they even have a list of all of your games in there. That way, in theory, you're not supposed to ever get any kind of duplicates. Now, if this box is indeed full of import games, which I believe it probably is because most of the time that's what's in this, then we will go on an adventure together and figure out what all of these games are actually called, because I don't speak Japanese, I don't read Japanese, and unless it is very clear by the label as to what the game is, I'm going to have no idea what it is. So I'm going to take you all on that adventure with me to figure out what these games are. I'll show you the condition of everything, and we'll see what we got for the collection from Video Games Monthly for the month of December. So let's go ahead and crack this puppy open, and we're going to blind box style this so all of you can actually see what's happening right now. I can't. Some bubble wrap, okay. What do we got here? We have a wristband. What does this say? This says, play the past into the future. Okay, little wristband. All right. And I just dropped it. What else we got here? We have definitely an N64 game. This N64 game is, well, this one I can tell from the label. This is 1080 Snowboarding, but this is the import version. Now, this one, I will say, the exterior of the cart is very clean. Sometimes they do an excellent job. Sometimes, unfortunately, they don't. But this seems to be in very good condition right now. And the pins, they look okay. Definitely going to need to give them a cleaning, though, before I will put this into my system. But that's pretty cool. We got 1080 Snowboarding import. So we'll go ahead and put that to the side. And next up, we got another N64 game here. And this one, I have no idea what this is. It says 64 on it, so okay, cool, 64. So this will be part of the journey that we go on to learn more about whatever this game by Hudson is. Now, just like the 1080, this one has a very nice exterior condition to it. And again, the pins, they look pretty good, but could definitely use a little bit of a better cleaning. So we will make sure to get that done as well. Alright, now let's see, we got another N64 game, and this is another import, and another one that I have no idea what this is. I don't know if this dude is holding a fan, or if that's chopsticks, or what that is, but this is actually the cleanest cart so far. This is a really nice condition cart. The pins actually look pretty darn decent on this, but as with all of them, I'm going to give them all a cleaning, but those pins, those are looking pretty nice on there. Awesome. Now, what do we got here? Oh, we got some cards. What do we have? Oh, we got a 1-up. So that means there will be 5 games in the box this month, because I do the 4-month one. So we have the 1-up. We have the social media card. And if you post your box opening or anything like that on social media, you are entered into a chance to win a 3-up box. And then a little card advertising the latest games from Premium Edition Games. I, of course, have those pre-ordered, and I'm just waiting for those to come in. So we got 2 more games in here. Let's take a look-see. We have something. I don't know what this is. The character looks kind of familiar, but it's number 2. It has a 2 on it. So another import game. Condition of the cart is okay. It's got a little bit of yellowing on it. Not the greatest. The pins look okay. I think that's kind of the theme of this box, is the cleaning on them is okay. Not stellar, but not terrible. Alright, so awesome. This will be another one for our adventures in figuring out what Japanese things say. Now, this last game, what do we have here? I don't know, but it looks generic AF. It shows a soccer ball, and it says 1997 on it. It's another Hudson game. So here we have another one we're going to go on an adventure for. Now, this, I will say, is the dirtiest looking of the carts, and the pins are no better. So this is definitely something else that needs to have a little spit shine done to it. But do we got anything else in the box? Nope, just bubble wrap. So we're going to get that box out of our way. And now what we are going to do is go on an adventure and figure out exactly what these 4 games are, because I have no idea. This one is something 64. This one is something 1997. This one has a 2 on it and some anime-looking characters. And this one has a very serious guy holding either a fan or chopsticks on it. So let's go ahead and look at gameplay for all of these games and also find out a little bit more about these, like, you know, what they're called.
Alright, so up first here we have 1080 Snowboarding, and this one is a classic on the console. It's super fun. I mean, it definitely has not aged well, but according to NES World, this came out on February 28th, 1998 in Japan. 128 megabit ROM size. It's a 1 and 2 player game. It's got a ton of different characters that you can choose from. It's got a bunch of different courses. There's a bunch of different things that you can unlock, and at the time, there really wasn't any kind of other snowboarding game that was on the same level as this. So this was a super fun game, and I'm glad it's in the collection now. And up next, we have the first game that I had no idea what the title was, couldn't figure it out. It said 64 on the cover, and that was about it. But this is Super B Daman, I'm not sure, Battle Phoenix 64. And I was actually very surprised by this game because it's not what I would have thought. I would have thought maybe some sort of Gundam-style fighting game or something like that, or a puzzle game. It is actually an on-rail shooter, and it has multiple different characters that you can choose from, and from what I can gather from gameplay is you're like shooting a bunch of dinosaurs and stuff while on rails and running away from them. But yeah, that is Super B Daman Battle Phoenix 64. Alright, and next up is the next game where, from the label, I could not tell at all what this was. I thought the dude was holding, like, chopsticks or a fan or something like that. But this game, and I'm sorry if I butcher the pronunciation, I believe it's Saikyo Habu Shogi, and that translates to Strongest Habu Chess. Not really sure when this one came out, obviously during the lifespan of the N64, but yeah, it is a chess game. So, okay, cool. I don't know what the cover art and label has to do with chess, but there it is. And up next here we have Doraemon 2, Nobita and the Temple of Light. And this game, it's very strange. Really don't like the music in it. It's very repetitive. It has an annoying kind of flute sound to it. But it appears to be kind of like an isometric adventure game, kind of. It has a few different like RPG style elements to it, but I would definitely not call it an RPG. From what I can tell, the goal is to go around and, at least in the beginning, just find all of your friends because you landed in this random area, and now that's all you're able to do is go around and find your friends in what is the world's easiest maze. Yeah, the game is not very fun in my opinion. And last up, we have J-League 11 Beat 1997. Now, I will say this game had the most generic label art out of any of these. Even, you know, the chopstick fan holding guy, at least that was like a portrait. This looks like Nintendo Mii's before Mii's were a thing. But this game came out in October of 97, and honestly, this is the most fun game out of all of them. Even more fun than 1080 Snowboarding, in my opinion. It is a soccer game, or football for anyone outside of the US. And it's actually super fun. The graphics hold up really well because it's so simple. The control scheme is super simple. It's very easy to play, and it's just a lot of fun. It's definitely a little more slow paced than, you know, any kind of modern sports game would be, but it's actually still just a ton of fun, and I was very pleasantly surprised by this game.
And there you have it. That is everything that came in this month's Video Games Monthly box. It is always exciting to get new import N64 games for the collection, because the regular N64 collection for North American set, I'm down to like the last 12 that I need to get, and they are the really hard to find or expensive ones. So it's nice to still be able to collect an N64 game, but for a set that I don't have anywhere near complete yet. So we got 1080 and a few other imports, and these are now in the collection going for that full global N64 set. And I have gone ahead and thrown up the value on the screen of the box this month. That way you can see what it was worth based on price charting values as of the filming of this video versus what it actually costs. So I get the 4-up box. That means it's $40 a month before shipping. So I always like to put the total up there and see if I actually got, value and I got my money's worth out of the box. And if you are interested in checking out another VGM unboxing video, then I will have that video for you right here. That way you can go ahead and go check out another unboxing. Now, I thank you all for watching. I'm Game Dad, and I'll catch you later.